Alright, I'm just gonna wait a second to make sure the commercial is finished. And man, I'm also really hungry. I'm gonna have some cake. Gonna have me some delicious cake. Alright, excellent. We have achieved cake. Okay, here we go. Game number 2. Project versus PallMall in the round of 8. Project up 1-0. This is a best of 3, so PallMall needs to take the next 2 games in order to stay alive in the tournament. And in the bottom right position as the orange Protoss, we do have PallMall. And in the bottom left as the white Terran, we have Project, who won game 1 pretty easily. Defending a very poorly executed no-negate, I'm afraid to say. I mean, you really need the round of Zealots. You need the round of Zealots to draw the tank fire. And then the goons just run in there and own everything. Pure goon just does not cut it. I mean, Idra himself, man, it's not just me. I'm not making this up. Idra himself, like, when he was asked about that build, he was like, yeah, it was the Zealots, man. Didn't see the Zealots coming. And they were pretty good. Anyway, let me do the overlay. Alright, whoopsie daisies. Yes! Whew! Oh man, I almost did a big boo-boo right there. Alright, so anyway, nothing out of the ordinary from either player so far. Let's see if Project goes for his 1-Rax expansion yet again. The map is Circuit Breakers. And, you know, a lot of people are saying that this is going to be, you know, kind of the new Fighting Spirit. As in, it's going to replace Fighting Spirit as the most popular and most played map. So far, I haven't really seen that yet. Everyone on Fish is still playing Fighting Spirit. But, you know, it's a very nice map. It's a 4-player, big macro map. Pretty nice expansion layout. And it is, I would say, at the very least, it's a lot more interesting than Fighting Spirit. You know, it's got a lot more different... I mean, the expansions are laid out, and the architecture is more interesting. We'll just put it that way. Fighting Spirit is pretty straightforward in how it looks and how it plays. Anyway, it looks like it is actually going to be a 1-Rax expansion from Project, no gas, as we can see. And he's going to make kind of a half wall here. It's similar to what he did last game at the bottom of the ramp. Do have a core going down, and unfortunately for PallMall, he will get the last scout. And there's some weird noises coming from my kitchen, but I'm just going to ignore that and hope that everything is fine in my house, or rather my place is not burning down. Looks like the SCV going to cross paths with this probe. And, oh, this Mariner might even just block the probe from even seeing the expansion. Is he going to get it? No, not going to get it. Probe's just going to man up and run right through. But the second Marine's going to take it down. Oh, not quite. Man, that is a slippery probe. Gingerbread probe for the win. So, PallMall sees the 1-Rax FE again. And how is he going to react? I don't know if he should try no-negates again, because that did not work out at all. What is he going to do against the 1-Rax FE? So actually, I was going to talk about this a little bit last game, but, you know, given the nature of the game, I didn't have much time. Project recently played, what was it? I think it was in the Ribbon Revival tournament. He played a very epic TVP against Schnitzel. And earlier in that tournament, he also played several games against Alfio, where basically he seems to he goes 1-Rax FE like every TVP. But notably against Schnitzel, it was actually a best of 5. I think they were in the semifinals, and he went down 0-2 against Schnitzel, and then came back 3 games in a row to take that series. So that was a very impressive series from him. So I'm very excited to see a longer TVP, hopefully. Looks like PallMall is actually just going to expand this time. So just going to put on a little bit of pressure with range goons, just going to force some SCVs off the line here. But I don't know if this is actually a very good response to 1rax FE. I mean, basically this expansion is way behind PallMall's, his expansion is going to be way behind Project's, and Project's going to see this, so he's going to know that there's no crazy, 4-gate attack or crazy fast Robo coming. Fast Reaver, rather. So Project's just going to take a second gas relatively quickly, actually. Probably just going to get a lot of siege tanks here. And getting his second factory as well. He's getting siege mode now. Should be getting a siege tank soon. Yep, there it is. He's going to just be able to siege up here on the high ground or behind his bunker. Needs to pull a couple more SCVs though. Yep, there we go. A few more SCVs off the line. Perfect. As I said in the last game, you need 1 SCV per Dragoon, and it looks like PallMall actually going in to snipe some of these SCVs. It's actually not a bad move, because as we can see, he took only shield damage and no hull damage. So obviously he can just run back now and just regenerate his shield and run in and snipe another SCV. Just get whatever free units you can. Looks like second gateway Robo, and oh, it's actually gonna be a fast DT drop follow-up. Will Project be able to defend this? I can already hear the cries of imbalance from Artosis right now. Looks like siege mode has finished, and he sieges up. He's gonna be able to range the bottom. I think goons can still range the bunker from the top though, but no, PallMall is just gonna pull back. So Artosis' favorite build is about to be unleashed upon the unsuspecting Project. What detection will he have? Looks like he's getting speed and mines simultaneously. But he's got no engineering bay, no academy. He's only gonna have these spider mines for detection, and that's not really gonna cut it against the DT drop, I think. But, he's still got a little bit of time. If he starts an engineering bay right now, he could be okay. Oh my goodness, is he actually just going to skip detection altogether? Wow, that's extremely greedy. No, he's actually going to go for an academy. See, that's... The problem with that is that with the shuttle there, if you scan, he just picks up the DTs and you can't shoot them anymore. So the comsat is actually not going to be useful against the DT drop. Oh dear. Oh man, this does not bode well for Project. And like, how is he gonna lay mines either? If he lays mines too close to his mineral line, PallMall could actually just do a sick mine drag. It's like a misplaced turret there. And here go the DTs into the main. He should keep the shuttle nearby. And oh man, the academy isn't even done yet. Oh no, armory going down. Project. He's got 2 siege tanks. They're just like, oh no, what do we do? What do we do when the vultures aren't even at home? The vultures have ran out. But he could go for a nice counterattack. There's no defense at the base of PallMall. I think he should just counterattack with these vultures. And looks like, oh man, he even forced the academy to cancel. He took down the academy. There's no academy now. He's rebuilding the academy at the natural. Oh man, he's nowhere even near detection. He's laying spider mines all over the place. But as long as PallMall is paying attention here, there's no way he's going to lose these DTs, and these are so dangerous if he transfers SCVs back here, and I don't even know what to say. If he transfers SCVs back and PallMall pulls the mines into SCVs, that could just do so much more damage than even the DTs would do by themselves. Looks like, oh, that DT might run into some spider mines. It's going to be close. No, still keeping them alive. Going to take down the armory now. Meanwhile, PallMall is walling off the top right base. I think he needs to build one more pylon here to wall it off completely against vultures. More mines going down in the mineral line, but this is so dangerous. That is so dangerous. And the engineering bay does finish. He needs to build a turret in his natural ASAP. I don't know why PallMall isn't actually sending these DTs over to the natural. I think he might suspect that Project actually has a turret there already, so he doesn't want to risk it, but little does he know that he could have actually just owned the natural. And oh no, he's going to take 1 mine hit right here. DTs do survive 2 mine hits. So that they're still going to be alive. Going to take down some more depots here. Project's not looking good. Oh, gets picked up, and a turret is going down. There's a spider mine there, and nice pickup. He picked it up before the mine triggered, and can he get it? No. Trying to do some sick micro with these DTs. Scan goes down, the turret is going to finish, so he's going to have to run away, but This is not a good place to have mines. That is so many mines in the mineral line. I'm just waiting for a catastrophe to happen there in project space. Meanwhile, in the main, we do have fast arbiters. That is the standard follow-up for fast DTs. Forge as well going down. Only 4 gateways. Getting a 5th one now. The 3rd base is about to pop here. And looks like a DT is actually going to go up to the siege tank. Can he pick it up? He does barely save the DT. So getting whatever free units he can, very, very nice. Meanwhile, he's also macroing quite nicely despite microing pretty hard here. Project's actually the one having a difficult time spending all his money. But could you just imagine like putting, just dropping like 3 zealots in this mineral line? Oh my goodness, that would be so horrendous for Project. Anyway, I think PallMall has a nice advantage right now. These vultures actually moving out just 10 seconds too late. 10 seconds earlier and they would have actually caught the entire probe train. But as it is, they're just going to run into a PallMall here and they're going to catch 1 probe. But that is about it. The cannon is even finished and that is that. The rest of the vultures running elsewhere. So it seems that Project actually wasn't even aware of this base. He split up his vultures. Or maybe he was, I'm not really sure. Anyway, more gateways going down. The first Arbiter is coming out, going for stasis. He's actually got double forges going, so he's going to get +1 weapons and armor at the same time, which is fine. I personally think it's you don't actually need the armor that quickly against Terran. I mean, basically the Terran units are kind of high damage per shot, low fire rate, so armor value generally doesn't really make a difference. Especially with the siege tanks, 70 damage a shot, doesn't really matter how much armor you have, you're just going to get owned anyway. It looks like +1 is now being researched. A relatively quick science facility, that's a very good move. Obviously, Project knows that, the follow-up to DTs is Arbiters, so just going to go for that fast vessel. And looks like Project's ready to move out. I think he might just be trying to secure his 3rd base here. Yes, he does have a command center here already. Scan going down, going to take out that DT. No, going to get picked up. PallMall just being as cost efficient and annoying as possible with this DT. And he is sieging up here. I mean, it's not the ideal position, obviously. There's this high ground ramp leading down into the siege line. And the mines are actually not quite in time here. It looks like PallMall might be going for the bust. That's a well spread out siege tanks though, and not that many Dragoons. I think this might be a huge mistake from PallMall. The Marines actually right-clicked onto that shuttle. Very interesting. So the Marines actually, I think, will take out the shuttle. The dropship is even there to spot for them, but no, looks like they have changed targets. And actually, oh my goodness, a lot of units coming from the back. I did not see the reinforcements.